You can see already on the screen there, the Busselton Bombers down into their forward line versing Augusta Abalones. As this shot comes in, oh, it's across the face. Up they go. Looks like Brody Hansford couldn't quite get to it. And, well, underway, huge crowd down here. Apologies for the late start. We had a couple of technical difficulties and, well, the game has started early. And it comes too. Augusta Abalones do. Archer McDonald there diving on the ball. Quick kick out. Oh, I'll tell you what, over the top of Owen Jones. Crowd urging him on this way, that way. Jordan Christian gets it back. Glenn Sutton, the captain, out to Christian. Oh, he tries to sharpshoot into that centre forward position. Look at the umpire. Play on is the call. Out it comes into the pocket, up and down. Oh, is that holding the ball? The umpire's let it go. No, it was caught, and a very good tackle by Sean Rees, who will relieve for the Augusta Abalones out on that halfback flank. And the big fist comes over the top. We get a throw in. Interesting day down here, 15.4, heading for 17. Medium chance of showers. Ball comes in. Oh, is that just a handle? Hand over there. Plenty of noise out there. They come down the line, down to the wing. Ground looks in good nick. Anyone's ball, they try and shoot around. Little hack forward, Archer McDonald, but gee, set up well back there are the Busselton Bombers, and this is Jordan Engel going into the middle of the ground. That's a beautiful kick. They're out the other side here. That's through Reece Stockley. Oh, player taking the ground. He gave the ball to 3 on to 2. What a great battle. Look at Stockley. He's trying to take them all on. Augusta now, pop that ball out the back. It just squirts out. Quick little handball. Vincent Rutten. Gee, into a dangerous position. Oh, charging through the Busselton player. Gets it to Blinko, the vice-captain. Gets it across now. This is Wera. Out wide on that wing too. Going with the one hand is Reece Stockley. He's in all kinds of trouble. Oh, look at that. Shrugs him off and then trips himself up. Umpire adjudicates. Look at the crowd out there. They've got the hoodies on and the scarves. Huge crowd coming in here to the Sir Stuart Bovell Park down here for Busselton Bombers versus Augusta Abalones. We are 220 kilometres south of Perth. We welcome our viewers all around the world, around Australia and regional Western Australia to this huge game. You can see the wind just blowing to the right of screen there. Oh, just flicked out. No one's ball. They converge on it. Blinko again comes in. The vice-captain just forces it over. Little hand touch there. And, well, they had a great season, did Busselton Bombers. They won the 10 games. They scored 928 points for and 139 against. And Augusta Abalones, well, they had the 6-4 season, 473 for, 428 against. But it's anyone's game on a grand final day. As bursting through now is D Campo for Busselton inside the 50. Couldn't quite get to it, James Dakin. And that ball's just gone over the line in the forward line here. So ball comes in, just drops short. There's a nest of, well, the Augusta players there, but they couldn't quite take it. That's a shot on goal. Very well done. Gee, they're pretty excited down there as well. The big fella. That was Scaney with his first on the board. Well done, Busselton. They worked it forward. Of course, they're part of the grand final. They had the 62-point win 2 weeks ago and then had to wait, get a week off. Their lowest winning margin for the season was 44 points over Dunsborough Muleys, round 6 on the 8th of June. And their largest winning margin was 130 points over Boyan Up Bears, round 4 on the 11th of May. Players just converge on that ball. It's nice and open here, flicking it out. Wind coming in, rain was expected today. And fairly heavy out there as Oliver Abbey just gets that ball on. Well, James Dakin, number 21, has played 11 games and kicked 37 goals for the Busselton Bombers. And Mark Papalia, number 3, has played 10 games and kicked 24. So watch out for those players today. Ball just out in the forward line here for Augusta. Umpire elects to ball it up again. You can see the rain coming down, the wipers on the cars and trucks. Hence the day. Could this be the equaliser for Augusta? What can they play in the rain as they come forward now? Inside 50. Anyone's ball leading the way there. Wera again. Did that nice bit of play earlier in the game. Someone just shoots under the fence there. Pick up the ball. And there it is, the beautiful yellow burley. And the old boundary umpire dressed for the occasion. He might be getting a bit wet and cold out there, but he throws it in. Geez, anyone's ball there. They play on. And what's the umpire called here? Free kick to Blinko. Getting plenty of possessions early is Blinko. Very industrious out there. Pops it out wide. Wet ball, hard to take by De Campo. Comes in and, well, we could say dive on it, but boy, oh boy, there's a couple of connotations there down here by the coast, and with the wet weather, you do literally dive on the ball today. As we said, that's a real equaliser there. The big fella there in ruck, Thomas Ward, trying to provide a path. Number 19 there, Michael Rafferty. Couldn't quite get it out down on the ground. Sean Rees, very industrious. Umpire says we'll ball it up again. And a bit of rain never hurt anyone. Sure, they're enjoying it out there. Grand final, you wait so long, you wait 12 months to get into one. And that's Harper with a nice kick out down the wing, playing in front. Oh, very well done. Up and down. Couldn't quite take it. Quick handball over the top by De Campo. Look at them running in swarms here. Quick handball across by Murphy. Now the kick comes into the forward line again. Up they come, down on the ground. First the ball. Oh, the Augusta player. He's had the soccer right out in the pocket here. There's a wrestle on. They've both ran past the ball. Guess who? Oh, I'll tell you what, the goal umpires had a look at that, and that was a Dakin trying the left foot check side. I think he had rain, hail and water in his eyes. Fair attempt though, and this is Beverloit getting that ball back in. Oh, rising high over the back. Good attempt by Rafferty. Good second effort too. Gets that ball forward down the wing and just bounces out. Remember, our fantastic grand final is brought to you with thanks to the following sponsors: Classic Clashes and the sponsor Great Southern Fuels. We will go through many of our sponsors throughout the day as that ball comes in. Down that half forward line, the players fly. Umpire elects to throw in. Remember, our mark of the match is sponsored by AFGRI. AFGRI is also the sponsor of the Classic Clashes mark of the match in their travels to weekly games across the state. Soccer off the ground here. Augusta. More players on their hands and knees around that ball just about than there are standing. And we get another throw in now on that far wing. Up and down, quick kick forward. That was Skaney. Goal scorer. Sorry, that was Murphy. Oh, inside 50. Delicate kick here, onto the arms. And finds a player in the forward line. Nice kick forward by the Busselton Bombers. And this is James Dakin, renowned goal scorer. As we said, 37 goals for the season out of 11 games. So well done to Dakin. We'd probably say lay down misere for him, but the wet weather and a little bit of wind. But they're playing with a left-footed football today, so well done to James Dakin as he has his second on the board, and the crowd erupts down here. One of our new sponsors would really like to give a big shout out to Delta Agribusiness. Delta Agribusiness is an independent rural inputs and advisory service with a strategic footprint across New South Wales, Queensland, Victoria, WA and SA. Delta Agribusiness provides a wide range of services to support farmers, including agronomy advice, farm input recommendations, soil testing, financial services and an informative product trials and research program. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about their big golf day coming up as this ball in the middle of the ground Oh, player taking again. He's gone 360 there, Big Harper. So can Augusta get an answer here? Flintoff just overruns it, taps it out. Oh, is that high? Player was going to ground. And yes, we'll be the recipient of the free kick there. First to the ball. Take it back a step to the good old days. First the ball gets the reward, and that kick, well, just off the side of the boot. Couldn't quite hit a target. Oh, a bit slow here on the release, but they've got it out. Running for this ball. Looks like Jones, is it? It was Jones. Oh, good tackle there. Play on is the call. The crowd applauds, but play on. Down into that forward line. Geez, covered a lot of ground as Owen Jones. Wow, he's come from that wing right down and helped out. Well done there. As Archer McDonald in around that ball. Geez, on his own, just here at the back. Doesn't quite get to him. Goes the way of Lucas. He pops that ball into the forward line. It's fairly wide, though, for Dakin. Just wanders out of bounds in front of Stephen Buchanan, who, very nice footwork there, if you don't mind. Gets that ball back. So keep an eye on Archer McDonald. Oh, now he's got someone on him. That's Dobbin comes over. Ball goes up. Big tackle. There's McDonald. Comes down to the ground. 3 of the Augusta players down there. Couldn't quite get it out. Ooh, going in strong there. That looks like Riley East. Goes backwards now to go forward. That'll be play on. Couldn't quite. There was Shenstone. Dangerous position. That's a good little hack kick out. That'll do. Can Augusta release here? Man at the back can't quite. That was Abbey. That ball's gone out square. Chasing it here, Jamie Woods. Nice handball on the ground. It's close to the boundary. Staying one handball back was Murphy. Very close to the boundary. And there's a support in the background. Look at that person clapping away. How far they might have travelled, who knows? Players put their hands up. Boneyard against, Woods it was against Pascal. And he's just going to have a look down the ground here. Doesn't quite hit it correctly. It'll skim, it'll bounce. Oh, is that in the back? Play on is the call. A couple of big fellas using their weight well there. Well done by Mitchell Bryce. And Sean Rees just on the inside of this pack here. Goes his way as well. In he comes, Rees. Bang. Oh, he tries to grab the ball and grabs Jordan Engel instead. But well done by Rees in there. Ball just comes out. Oh, I had to take it, sort of going past him there was Thomas Keefe. Puts it out in a juggled mark there to Dean DeCampo. And he just pops back, sees the player on the mark. Assesses what's in front of him. Pops that ball forward. Just punch to the ground. First the ball. 1, 2, 3. Another handball again. There's 4. Gets it out. Riley East having a good game. Around the corner comes the kick. Oh, good strong mark back there. And that was Stephen Buchanan. Could be a contender for our mark of the match. Sponsored by AFCRI. A lot of people calling here. Hack around the corner. Down the wing it is, and a good mark here. Elijah Kelly, the vice-captain, looking inside, assesses, just massages that ball wide. They haven't gone forward, they've gone sideways. That was Murphy kicking that ball wide, out to Jordan Lowe. They're out the fat side here, gee, 2 onto 1, so they're really aware of Dakin there. Little soccer off the ground here. This is Rafferty. Gee, he goes over, and, Rafferty will pick up the ball on that far side. Just assessing what's ahead of him. Ooh, a little bit unsure with the kick. Pops it in the air. Gets it over the top. That's a clever kick there. Assessed what was ahead of him. So a little bit of possession and tempo by Augusta here. Player plays on. Nice kick down towards that flank. Up they go. Oh, good grab in front. He's working well, is Bryce. Good reward for the hard work he's done. He's put that right in square. A nice diving mark here. Oliver Abbey. And he's the player that's played 10 games and kicked 14 goals for them, is Abbey. And he's been out around that half-forward flank too, looking industrious out there and picking up plenty of possessions. And just reward for a good work rate here and good team play by Augusta. So Abby, you can see the 50-metre line, strolls in, kicks on the right boot, gets plenty of it, just offline, and well, no signal, so I would say that looks like it's out of bounds on the full, and Thomas Keefe just wiping the bit of, well, I hope it's mud and nothing else the Seagulls have left behind. Good luck to the next person going for it. Anyway, whatever it was, it's gone now. Oh, player had to stand still and handballed out to space. Couldn't quite get it to Blinko. Been very industrious this first quarter. Good game so far. The Onshore Cup Football Association 2024 Grand Final coming to you live through Filming Footy. And the sun comes out. That'll dry us out a little bit. Oh, player taking the ground. The head bounced a bit there. Strong in there by Jethro Hodges there. Over the top. Up it comes. Anyone's ball. Only the wheeling in there. And that's Sean Rees again. Doing a good job. So umpire comes in. Plenty of ball ups. Big fella's going to come from a long way back from Augusta. Can he get over the top? He can't quite. He's actually ran through the other side of the pack there. So let's have a set up here. Just have a look. So points now, and the other person to go up here is Jamie Woods. So good old-fashioned ruck duel here. They're not going body first. They're just going to punch, and Woods effectively gets that punch forward, then has to follow on to his own work. The ball is caught under him here. Surely that's just a ball up. Couldn't quite get it out. Well done by Woods. Puts his hand straight up. Love to see that. Good courage. Up he goes. Puts his hand up. I'm going up for the team. Anyone's ball on the ground. Little hack forward now. Augusta. Can they get another scoring opportunity? Gee, I'll tell you what, bouncing off one or two is Rafferty. Really went in hard. Oh, coming through. This way, that way. Attracts a crowd though, Oliver Abbey. Just couldn't get it done, and there's a little bit of argy-bargy out there by the Augusta Abelones team. Kick comes in. Yeah, nice down the wing. Just massage that ball. Just on that half-back flank. Looks like Wearer. That half-back flank goes out a little bit wider. Wind's dropped now. The rain has stopped. So coming in on that diagonal now. Just a short pop-up. Player on his own. Jordan Engel. Half-forward flank. Puts that ball inside 50. Nice kick. Straight onto the chest of his teammate there. Oop. This way, that way. Schioni. Gee, he gets himself tangled up there. Player just dives in there. Burnett. Well done. Oh, great smother out there. And there is the siren to end our first quarter. And we have Busselton Bombers 2 goals, 1-13, leading the Augusta Abelones, who haven't got a score on the board, but they have had it down into that forward line. And we will take a short break. Welcome back to the big second quarter, all in readiness. And, well, Busselton Bombers, as we said, they've just kicked a quick goal there. So that is their third for the day. Down to that right-hand side. And, well, Augusta now, a little bit of work ahead of them. The big fella puts his hand up, Thomas Ward. Up he goes. Couldn't quite get it done. That was Sutton coming through. Round it comes. Anyone's ball. Gee, had to run the same way as the ball there. Very courageous, into the forward line, ball on the ground, this way, that way, player can't get free, puts a handball out the back. It's a fair effort, I tell you what, that is a great effort by Kim Harper. And, well, he's put another one on the board, and that could be a contender for our goal of the match, sponsored by Blue Diamond Machinery. It's a great goal. That was Harper. So you can hear a little bit of urging on here. Up they go. Seagulls get out of the way. Gee, charging through there. Sean Rees couldn't quite take it with him. And we get another ball up in the middle. Big Glenn Sutton, the captain, leading the way in the ruck. Now the body on body. So we see that from Thomas Ward. Didn't win out on that occasion. Sutton, gee, that's worth a kick down into the forward line. That's an inside 50 off a ruck tap. Getting it out, Archer McDonald pops it over the head there of the ruckman. Can they go forward here, Augusta? Into a dangerous pair of hands. Runs himself into trouble to Zabby. Gets a handball out. Gee, Sean Rees is everywhere today. Gets that ball forward. It's going to bounce. Just the ground softened up a bit with that rain from earlier in the day. And over the boundary, big crowd there, and there's a little bit going on, a little bit of feeling in the Onshore Cup Football Association Grand Final for 2024. And, well, there's a man in a grass skirt. Sensational dress-up day. Out it comes, Michael Rafferty, over the top. Gee, they're out here, Busselton Bombers. 1-2, they massage that ball down the wing. Good possession, gliding by. Lance Lucas, he's run a long way for that ball. It's on the half-forward flank. It's not inside 50. Working well there was Buchanan. Getting that ball out, down the ground. But, gee, the wall is set up well here. Very well drilled, Busselton Bombers. Pops that ball right into the middle of the ground, just over the top there. Senar Ford comes out, and that will be paid a mark. You can see the centre circle behind him, so this ball's going to come inside 50. It only spins about 3 times. The backman having to work hard. Good support here by Augusta. Get the ball on the boot. Player does. Pops it out. Busselton Bombers now. This is Christian getting the ball up. Oh, and attracting the crowd. There's a little bit of feeling there. William Roscoe asserting his influence. And, well, the Bombers player did not like that one bit. Just see who's set up behind this ruck throw in here. As it comes in, gee, spinning. First of the ball there, clean possession there with Sutton. Bombs it in, dangerous position. Is that a mark? Touch play on was the call. So, and good sportsmanship there, helping Dakin up. Interesting too, a lot of the different players put their hand up to take the ruck. It's not the same ruck every time. A little bit of sportsmanship there for a touch high. Out it comes now, played in good spirit. Christian, round the corner. Pops it out, half forward flank, playing in front. Thomas Keefe looks short. Oh, is that a touch wide? It is. Out of bounds on the full. You can see the cars 2-3 deep. Massive crowd down here at Busselton today. And they're all here to watch the big grand final. Of course, 220 kilometres south of Perth, Geograph Bay, the Whales from August to December down here as well. So if you're staying overnight, get down and have a look. And there's a nice grab over the top. Plays on immediately as Thomas Keefe puts it into centre forward in open space. Dean DeCampo, he looks, he holds, he goes out the fat side. Up they come. Closing speed was good by the Augusta player. Gee, a long way down the ground is Oliver Abbey. Gets a raking handball out. Gee, drops to the knees and really did that well, did Owen Jones. Surprised everyone, slid in, gets that kick forward, and, well, good play here by Augusta. They've got a little patch going, and this is what it's about, 2 or 3 possessions in a row. Anthony Cook, He's inside 50. He's going to go back and have a look at him. The wind, you can see those trees in the background just coming pretty much into his face here. He's going to have give good penetration on the kick. 45 out. Puts it up high. Tell you what, it's close. Close won't do. Juggle. Bustleton, just bang on the boot. They get it out. The race is on. They're off to the races. This way, that way. That's a big tackle. Play on, and did not like it. Thought the umpire might have paid a free kick there. Not to be. And, well, up it goes. In the ruck there, Sutton, trying hard for his team. Oh, player taking the ground a little bit slow. Oh, having to stand under that for a long time. Hasn't got the ball, trying to make sure the umpire sees it. It looks like Reese, again, industrious there. Been playing a very good game as Reese. And look at that, 2-on-1. Bring the player to the ground, and just a little bit of feeling creeping into the game as umpire comes in, throws it up. Anyone's ball player's gone down there and pretty well smothered. That was Vincent Rutten. A lot of players, man on man here. Rutten it is, goes in from the hands and knees, gets that ball forward, trying to get it out. The Augusta players, but look at the Bustleton Bombers swoop on this. Bang! Big hit in the background. Player dives at that, couldn't quite, coming in. Gee, I tell you what, it's getting Will and Dennis some more. And ball just goes over, and there's a little bit of feeling just creeping into this game as we're 7 minutes in, second quarter. Bustleton Bombers, well, accurate, 4 goals, 1-25. And the Augusta Abalones, no score yet. I will tell you in that first quarter, though, Bustleton scored going forward. They used the ball well. And Augusta, they pretty well tried to blast the ball forward. They did get it inside the 50 several times, but unfortunately were unable to score. But there's an opportunity here as they're down deep in their forward line again. So Bustleton Bombers under a bit of pressure here. Blinko again just takes it out of bounds. Once again, our mark of the match, sponsored by AFCRI. Our goal of the match, sponsored by Blue Diamond Machinery. And our scoreboard sponsor today is Sportal. Also, Dartfish, Australia's most used coaching analysis tool. Or player comes out holding the head. Umpire says we will ball it up. We thank the Bustleton Game Day Club sponsors, including the Bustleton Bombers Football Club, Broadwater Fencing, Sunnydale Farms. As this handball comes over, close to the boundary. Well, they keep it in very well there, Augusta, and try to massage that ball to a player. Just bounces up fortuitously for the Bustleton Bombers player and hacks that ball forward. The wall is set up well here. Burnett palms off one, goes the other way. He's coming back to Heppert and provides a shepherd there to Bavoilot. And free kick here. I'll tell you what, the last 5 minutes it's been all Augusta. Michael Rafferty here, but they just cannot get that score on the board. Nice kick in, charging forward almost like a lead there. And Bustleton will relieve again. Out that far side. Well directed kick, Thomas Keefe. Inside on the 45. Up they go. Good mark. Lance Lucas is away. You can't bounce that ball on the wet ground. Bang! There's a big hip and shoulder. Lucas has to give it off to Sutton. Goes inside 50. Player playing in front. And this is what will happen. I'll tell you what. Dakin. They get it down there the once, Bustleton, and yet they finish, and it's so fortuitous for the backman. They see that ball get down there, and to get it to see it finished off here, as opposed to Augusta, they've had all that work going forward and unable to score. So Dakin, he's going to kick from 47.5. Geez, it's come back a little bit there. What's going on in the goal square? Touch through, and second point on the score for Bustleton. Once again, more of their game day sponsors: Blinko Electrical, Carpet Court, Sports Power Bustleton, Naturalist Fabrications and Customs, just down the road. As that kick comes out, this is Darren Rafferty. Big crowd up behind him. Just looking now. Oh, play on is the call, so it becomes a dangerous kick on that half forward line. The Augusta players are down. They're in numbers here on the outside. Archer McDonald. Couldn't quite. Player backing up. Well done by Stephen Buchanan, but it could be McDonald. Or no, it's a free kick going the other way to Elijah Kelly. He is the vice captain. Pops it in, and this is the ball use that we've seen from Busselton today as DeCampo gets that ball out wide. Plenty of time here, Thomas Keefe. Lines up someone inside 50 and kicks it perfectly to Mitchell Bryce, who says thank you very much. Has the players gliding by, pops it out on that flank. Not quite at the wing. Oh, player turns the Jets on. Oh, he's run a long way here, Owen Jones. Got himself in a bit of trouble. Goes in again, tries to help a teammate. They come out the back here well to Keeble do Busselton. Player just stands, has a look around, assesses what's ahead of him. Misses the target. Augusta player, can he? Yes, he can. That was Bryce again. Had a good little purple patch there. Thought he might have taken the ruck there. So this is Jamie Woods. Will go up. Gets the ball first with the left hand. McDonald. Couldn't quite. Do the Busselton, they do set up backwards off the ball here a fair bit, and that was DeCampo again, gets it in. The big Dukes go up. Shenstone, I don't know why he played on there. Maybe it was touched, and the ball comes in. Good mark over the back. Very good mark. Contender for our mark of the match. Sponsored by AFGRI, and Mitchell Rafferty. Hasn't he had a lot of that football today? Ball out wide, Busselton, they line up again. Inside 50. Here comes the kick. Is that a nudge? Think it might be. And, well, we knew what Rafferty was trying to do there, but just made it a little bit too obvious to the umpire. And Dakin has become a really good focal point up forward for the Busselton Bombers as he wanders in now. Probably only 30 out on that trusty left foot, and you say that, well, offline, and they've kicked 2-2 for the quarter as we wind around to the 13-minute mark. Augusta, another chance to load up. What will they do with the kick in? The moment you step outside, that is play on, and the good thing there, you get a statistic for it. Ball just bobbling around. Archer McDonald again. Just trying to hack that ball forward. Busselton Bombers set up with support. Oh, here's, look out. Bang goes Oliver Abbey. Through he comes, he'll be here again too. And free kick given. And that's to Vincent Rutten, but I reckon you can thank Abbey for that one. This time it goes forward just a little bit over the back. There's one extra player back there for Busselton. They're able to relieve the Bombers. Out it comes. 4 goals, 3, 27, plays no score. 13.5 minutes in. Rest of the sponsors, there's a pile of them. Game day sponsors, of course, the beautiful Esplanade Hotel. Get down there, might be down there tonight for a feed. The Par 3, Tackle World Busselton, get all your fishing gear. Get out there. Mortgage Choice Busselton and First National Busselton as just bobbles around here. They are setting up very well. Keeble it was. Gets the handball back to get a kick forward. Just out in front of Skaney. Look at the supporters out there. They look like the Augusta Abalone supporters. Everyone enjoying themselves. Real country atmosphere. You cannot beat country football, rural football. Fantastic for the community. Once again, we thank Southern Fuels with all the work they're doing to bring us the classic clashes as well. As that ball comes around, and it was just out of bounds. So our game day club sponsors, yes, Augusta Abalones, you do get a mention because there are so many of them for both teams. And the Augusta Hotel Motel, beautiful place down there at Augusta where the two oceans meet, the Indian and the Southern oceans converge. A 1 hour drive from Busselton down there. So Augusta Hotel Motel, we thank you. Explore Property, Gozzies, gas and plumbing service. The best in the region as that little soccer off the ground comes through. Busselton. And a nice goal off the ground. Just a hack kick forward and through it went. Fortuitous on the day. Looked like that was Skaney there with his second. So we continue on with our Augusta Abalone sponsors. As we said, Gozzie, gas and plumbing, one of the best in the region. Fantastic service by Gozzie there. And Rare Foods Australia, the Paw Pet Store. Get your pets down there and get some gear from the Paw Pet Store, and of course Carradale Agencies. So thank you to both teams and their game day club sponsors. Ball just wobbling around here. Kick comes forward, Owen Jones. Probably about 3 minutes left in the quarter. Punch was the call. Here's an opportunity. Is this a score? It's on its way. Oh, and it's hit the post. Augusta is on the board though. May have been Rafferty that got that forward. So come over is the call. Busselton come right down that line. This will be 2 kicks back if Augusta get it, but they don't. It's Busselton again. And it's 2 kicks and they're on the half-forward line. That's how quick the game is moving. Gee, clever play here by the Augusta player. 1-2, a little bit of soccer, and then a paddle. He had nothing else to do, and that was very well done by Darren Rafferty. Very well done to his team's advantage. Just watch out here for Skaney. Yes, they've got onto him. Well done there, Mitch Woods. Out the back it comes. Ruckman goes again. Gee, free players everywhere. Player knocked hard there was Jeremy Murphy. Oh, player tackled to the ground there. Not quite a shepherd, but allowed Augusta to get that ball free. Interesting piece of play as Rafferty just helps his opponent over the line there. And they're still running here. You can see the Augusta team. See them all popping around there. I do like this type of game where it's nice and open. Plenty of space for the players to work in. Not too big a pack around the ball. Having said that, they converge now. The migrating wildebeest. Up it comes. Dobbin it was. Hacked that ball forward. Dangerous position. Probably 60 out now. Trying to wrestle that ball free. Have a look at these two have a go. And, well, Owen Jones doesn't let go of the ball and he bounces as well. Rough and ready. Couple of players free at the back of this pack. Goes towards the front. Goes towards Jones. There he is. He has to get down on his hands and knees. Slips out now. Player misses the ball. That was Roscoe coming through. Actually, it was number 34 there, Max Adams, coming through, and Glenn Sutton picks himself up. Says, not only will I pick myself up, I'm up in the ruck as well, and he taps that ball forward, Busselton's way. Oh, a little bit going on in back play there, and DeCampo pretty much sucked his opponent in and got the free kick around the neck. Pops it forward into the pocket. Gee, player in the air and a player on the ground, and what they needed probably was a player in the middle to take the chest mark. Augusta come out now, down the wing. Is this a chance to load up again? But there's a nest of Busselton players. Is that all over the player? It is. And Glenn Sutton playing a magnificent game in the ruck and leading his team. Look at this. They set up in the middle. Oh, he's kicked into the player on the mark. Archer McDonald had a good game. Around the corner, Oliver Abbey has to be the best player so far, I'd suggest, for Augusta. Doing his hard work in there. Round the corner goes Elijah Kelly. Puts it into a dangerous position. Over the head of Christian. He can't. There's 3. There's 4. And that's clever play there. Mitch Woods, he saw the player out wide. Got it out to Rafferty. Rafferty's going to have to run in. A little bit of soccer again. He's done that both sides of the ground. Might get a contract with Liverpool the way he's going. But well done by Rafferty. Good work there. Just umpire's going to adjudicate here. Free kick. And it is going the way of Rafferty. Just elects to go down the ground of the wing. Not sure what that was for. Very close to the boundary. The boundary umpire resting on the fence in front of the Busselton Agency. As there goes the siren, and it is half-time. We have a score of 5 goals, 3, 33 to Busselton. Really opened up that quarter with a 3-goal 2-quarter. And Augusta, the solitary point. So a 32-point lead to Busselton at the half-time break. Welcome back, viewers, to the big grand final down here. Busselton Bombers a comprehensive lead. They lead by 32 points. They led by 13 at quarter time and 32 at half time. Apologies for our screen at times. A little bit of fun and games with our camera. I can tell you, Busselton came out very early from their half-time break and set themselves up around about the centre half back area. Came into a big huddle, obviously had a good chat, and Augusta very late coming back out onto the ground and just getting in readiness now. Keep an eye out for Michael Rafferty there, number 19, playing a very good game along with Darren Rafferty as well. Oliver Abbey and Sean Rees for Busselton Bombers. Well, put a blanket over them. Sutton, Glenn Sutton, John Blinkow, playing very good games. James Dakin up forward. Thomas Keefe at times using the ball. As we are underway, third quarter, Onshore Cup Football Association Grand Final, and player Archer McDonald immediately attracts the crowd. Could not get that ball away, hands it back to the umpire, but better than dropping it, he held on to it. Up goes the big fella there. Sutton didn't get his own way in the ruck. Tries to create a pathway, and we get a third ball up in a row here. Remember, our mark of the match sponsored by Africa. Our goal of the match is sponsored by Blue Diamond Machinery, and I can tell you it was actually number 7, Riley East, that kicked that ripping goal off the ground. I went back and had a look at half time, and what a magnificent goal it was at Busselton. They come forward again in front of the players. Is that a mark? Umpire's called it. Just tapped to himself. It looks like Dakin again. Really been a spotlight and focal point for them up forward. And big strong body, hard to get around, and he'll go back on that trusty boot. He is a left footer. Interesting to see he steps on his left foot first as he starts the run up as well. So well done to James Dakin. If it works, keep going with it. Folks, we'd like to remind you about our Classic Clashes media truck, providing a scoreboard, commentary and media services across metro and regional Western Australia. Please visit our social media posts and promotions on Facebook and LinkedIn pages. So those pages are Classic Clashes and or Filming Footy. If you'd like to inquire about getting your games filmed, live streamed with or without commentary, full statistics packages with vision, coach assistance and much more, please contact John at filmingfooty.com.au as that ball comes into Augusta's forward line. And once again, they've done this a few times through the match. Each quarter they get the ball into their forward line and then just can't quite get that score on the board. Oh, player just tunnelled a little bit there, lost his footing and ball bundles out as Oliver Abbey comes in. So we can tell you the Classic Clashes media truck we're talking about has a full scoreboard on the side. The top pops up. We have commentary. We have your people come in as guests and guest commentate with our lead commentator, which could be myself or one of many of the other commentators. And that's about the view that you're going to get from the top of the truck right there. It is sensational. And, well, we've got leagues all over Western Australia currently calling up and finding out about the use of the truck. And, of course, in conjunction with that is the stats and packages that go with it. As I'm just watching this football come in. Gee, good square up kick there. That's a mighty kick. Putting it to grass was Lucas. Back on it. Had to do it all on his own. Got it out. 1-2. They immediately look backwards, you notice, Busselton. Give it back. And this is Riley Easton. Geez, tell you what, a lot of playing around and he's picked out the Augusta player. Nice neat kick. And well done by Bryce. Had an influence on the game. Mitchell Bryce. Like this game so far. Bangs it on that left boot. Beautiful kick. This is Bowley. Sam Bowley. Oh, he looks square. Might have been a supporter calling out there. No, he did have a teammate. Bombs it in and guess what? Pops it straight back to the opposition. So a little bit of 50-50 between the 50-metre arcs at the moment by both teams. Thomas Keefe, had a great game. Lance Lucas really starting to get a lot of the ball. Gee, he comes square into the middle of the ground, gives the opposition a chance. This is Rutten. Gee, just handballs from standing still and he's taken in the back. and he will receive the free kick right in the middle of the ground here for the Augusta Abalones. Can this be the surge forward that they need? Oh, a little bit. What's that? What's the umpire said? He's going to pay the mark. William Roscoe. Time to put your name up in lights here, William. So he's got an umpire right behind him. He's got seagulls. Players on the mark. Supporters. Gee, he's got it all ahead of him. Comes in. Gets onto it. I tell you what, that's... Oh... So close. Touched on the line. A little bit of almost trying to cajole the goal umpire there. So Augusta has their second point on the scoreboard, which is what they scored recently. But here they go. Most teams will give you that first kick in the back line, into the back pocket. It's his second kick. And it's that 50-50 ball. So it's anyone's ball here. Gee, Augusta have got the players on the ground. But once again, Keefe, very impressed with his game. Long ball out, very close to the boundary. On the left foot, Jordan Christian. That is beautiful football by Busselton. Gee, he's got the leg really bandaged up here as Lee Skane. He doesn't affect the kick because it's the opposite leg. Leading for that ball. Gee, went straight to ground then, did Jones. Out it comes, round the corner. Dakin on his preferred. He's put it through too. Nice kick around the corner. I'll tell you what, James Dakin, he's got his third goal as well. Could be lining up for a BOG medal, but well done. And you can see that good leadership there. Glenn Sutton, sorry, that's not Sutton, that's Brenton Hart coming out. Just that teamwork between the Busselton Bombers team, and they're on their way. 45 plays 2. So it's a long way back here for Augusta, but still a long way to go in the game. 6 minutes in. Can Augusta get a score on the board? It might just be the fillip that they need. They've got a player on his own out the back here, which means that Busselton also will have a player out the back. And that's where the ruckman hit. So both ruckmen hit the one way. Glenn Sutton it was. Very clever to Engel. Well, it's hung a long time in the air, made the player work. Well, he ran into space. Dean DeCampo. Ball in hand, surveys. You can see the players running past him. Goes down the flank. Over the top. Gee, leading for this ball, Bryce, and couldn't quite. And a little bit to say to the support on the sideline as well. Okay, it's what happens inside the white line that's important. Ball goes up. On the ground, Busselton, bang it forward again. Little soccer. That looked like Darren Rafferty. I reckon he's soccered the ball more times than he's picked it up in his hands today. Only by the weight of how the game's been played. They come back inside. There's the beautiful scoreboard, of course, sponsored by Sportal today. Glenn Sutton, once again, an outstanding leader, playing a great game. Surveys the area, kicks in, and you wouldn't believe it, both teams have done this so well, picked out the opposition as if that player was leading. So the Augusta player goes out wide, gee, drops it short, and the wind catches it. Jordan Christian, bang on the left boot he goes, straight to the front of the square, but there's numbers there for Augusta, or is there? The 219s go at it, doesn't quite clear the ball out. Oh, bang comes the big fella, and that was Bryce trying to make a pathway. Oh, fast feet, dancing feet, this way, that way. There's a mark at centre half forward. Jordan Engel has a chance to put his name up in lights, playing in a grand final, and he can say, I kicked the goal in that grand final. But he's probably too far out here. You can see the wind in his face. Gets hold of it. Dangerous position, just paddled through. So, Busselton, believe it or not, that's their first score for the quarter. Sorry, I apologise there. Not their first score. They've kicked a few goals, of course. And ball comes out. The first point for the quarter is what I meant to say. As that ball comes forward now, up they fly. Gee, Keefe put a blanket over the best players. He's having an outstanding game. Bounces to the back. 22 kicks to 22. And Darren Rafferty. Oh, gee, ball stayed in play here. Everyone slowed down there. Nice and lush, that oval out there. Gee, little check side around the corner. Shepstone it was. Oh, a player dragged the ground. And Shepstone, just as he received that ball in his hands, Shenstone it was, sorry, the Busselton player dragged to the ground in back play, will receive the free kick. Just looking around, probably going to kick from 35 to 40 out. Just wanders in, very deliberate. Kick on its way. Just offline, signalled by the goal umpire. So 2-2 for the quarter. 7 goals, 5, 47, plays 2 points straight. Busselton Bombers commanding lead. Owen Jones, ball in hand. Tried hard all day. Gee, just drops it short. Possession football. Buchanan. Now, is that play on from outside the boundary? Doesn't matter because Archer McDonald has the ball. He comes down the wing. Floating kick. It's over the back. Oh, banging back play. We all saw that. Oliver Abbey just asserting his influence. That is what we call perpetual motion. When you're running and you're a good-sized lad as he is, it's very hard to pull up on a dime. So, well, here he goes again. Hunting. Just goes for the shepherd. Puts the hands out. McDonald, the recipient. Out it comes. Just a handball up. Really went nowhere there by Cook. And, well, Busselton were the recipients. Whew, giving away a bit of size there. Brenton Hart came in aggressively. Let's play on there by Owen Jones. I think he didn't realise he had the free. Player puts the ball to ground. Oh, bang. Big tackle. Was Anthony Cook applying the tackle? Umpires have let this go, but they've umpired very well. And Oliver Abbey gets up, gives the ball back and doesn't move very far because he looked like he was going to be in the ruck, but he wasn't. So that's Cook again coming through. Mitchell Rafferty had a lot of the ball. Engel it is, pumps that ball high. Anyone's ball, good grab back there. Well done. And that's Cody Bavoilot, captain, just looking around. Pops it short. Oh, Busselton players, just a little bit of slipping there. There's 3 of them in support. Around the corner goes Jordan Engel. Dangerous position, good defence there. Oh, he might have copped a boot in the eye there. Hope he's all right, that lad. Or it might be a finger. Oh, around the corner. What have we done there? A point. Just hope that lad's all right in back play. Just as he went up in that defensive spoil. We don't like to see any injuries, but I would prefer it's a finger rather than an eye, is what we say. But he's up. That's a good sign. So, play on now. Oh, the feet just couldn't quite get going for Shenstone. He was going over as he got that ball out. There's a grab. Gee, he's off again here, Owen Jones. Really wanting to play on quickly there. Now he gets the ball in his hands again and applies a tackle. Can't quite get it done. So, twice now Jones has just played on, trying to get that ball moving for Augusta. Of course, they had the 6 wins, 4 losses this season. Oh, up high. Nice work by the ruckman there. Around the corner, on the left boot. Papalia couldn't quite get it done this time. He has kicked 24 goals out of 10 games. Not quite on this occasion. 2 goals, 4. So it's the biggest amount of scores they've had for the game so far in this quarter, scoring shots, but 2 goals, 4 won't do it. I like that, being an old backman. Step out of the square, and that's a possession again. That's 2 kicks back for Busselton if they get it. Gee, Thomas Keefe attracts a crowd like seagulls to a chip. Out goes Engel. Oh, dangerous position. Through come the big men. Backing up very well. Cannot quite get that ball away, Owen Jones. A player down again in back play. I think it might be the same player and the same injury. Maybe a mirror image here. Around goes Kim Harper. Saw a nice goal earlier in the day. And just offline once again. So the 5th point for the quarter. Just make sure that player's got himself up and going again. Rare Foods, Paw Paw, Gozzies, Gas and Plumbing. As that ball goes out. Cars, as we said, 2-3 deep there. Kids playing in the background. Up it comes. Oh, opportunity. Mitch Woods couldn't quite. Bustling around the corner. How's the eyes? How's the vision? Fantastic. They've let it go. This time he keeps his feet. Shenstone kicks the ball back towards the middle of the ground. Mitchell Bryce trying to get that ball out. And I tell you what, this is what Busselton have done well all day. Oh, player bought the ground, and that's Lance Lucas, and that is great closing speed. And I tell you what, there's just a little bit of gobbing off going on out there. William Roscoe, by the looks of it, just letting him know there. Bit of feeling amongst the players. Looked like Sean Rees it was with ball in hand. That's what you've got to be careful of saying something, because it'll come back at you. Jeremy Murphy now. They share this ball so well, Busselton. Goes back whence it came, Elijah Kelly. A little bit further, though, in the kick. Player just gets down and punches that towards the boundary line. Ben McDonald. And you can hear the umpires in the crowd. So 2 players here. Pascal and Woods. Busselton go forward. Oh, gee, the big fella there. Bavloy lot. Gee, a little bit harsh. He just, well, couldn't quite get boot the ball. And you can see now the opposition coming in. Oh, and they're bouncing off him. Oh, now there's a little bit just silly play going on. Lance Lucas waiting for it to happen. A few players gobbing off at each other as the kick comes in. Nice mark. And that is the Augusta Abalone's player. And there's a 25 metre by the looks of it. Just a little bit silly stuff. It might be 50 actually. A little bit of silly stuff coming in. Unnecessary, but the heat of the moment. These players have waited a week, and for Busselton it's 2 weeks to play in this game, and it is a grand final. Last game of the year. Round the corner. Bryce. Is it the opportunity here for Augusta? Oh, well done. Great attack on the ball. Mick Martin, like in that North Melbourne grand final from years ago. That is great play by Busselton. 1, 2, 3. They can thank that player in back play if they get it forward here through Riley East. Grasses that ball. Look at the players here for Augusta. They're out again. Oh, tries to bounce. And it comes off down the wing, and a good mark taken here. Looks like Jordan Christian having a great game as well. The left footer, pinpoint accuracy. Oh, it hung in the air a long time. Made his teammate work. They've gone square here. Shea Pascal it is. They've probably gone a metre forward. Now they go forward out that far side, and Riley East just steps back. Look how high he's put that ball. High, wide and handsome. And looks like a fancy dress party going on out the back there. The ball comes back in. And what's the umpire called? He may have been out of bounds. So fast movement by the Busselton team to get it down into their forward line again. So umpire comes in, I think. Might be a little bit of... Oh no, okay, so it was a boundary throw-in. Yeah, the bloke with the hats on is probably right. Call for the TV. And you're watching this through filming footy as that ball just popped across the line again. So the 6th point on the board. Remember, Delta Agribusiness, they have their Field, Fun and Golf Day coming up on Wednesday the 25th of September at Harris Smith Golf Course. And I looked that up. That's about 2.5 hours, if not more, inland. But get along, what a day that will be in conjunction with Great Southern Fuels. So thank you very much to Delta Agribusiness for all their assistance. As this ball comes in, high kick, anyone's ball, gee, just waiting at the back of the pack. It just drifted that little bit further to the Busselton player. And that is, of course, the man with the blue tape, Lee Scaney. More tape than Farlap at the moment. Been a very good player. Has 1 on the board. Wanders in now. Should be laid down as there. And he has kicked it straight over the goal umpire's head. She said, I caught a fish that big last week. And there it is, Scaney, with his 2nd on the board and the 3rd. As we're winding around 18.5 minutes in. And they're having a bit of fun. Look at that, the shenanigans in the background. We're addressed to the footy. Why not? Bit of fun and games. Look at that. We've got the score as 8 goals 10, 58. So 3 goals, 7 for the quarter. Oh, gee, goes bang to Glenn Sutton and misses everything. It's just rolling forward. A little bit of rugby almost. Oh, up in the air, the Augusta player. A little bit of trouble now. It's a ground ball. Player gets it out. Well done. Augusta going forward. Look out. Bang. Here comes Oliver Abbey. Big, strong tackle. Can he get the Augusta team going? But the captain, Glenn Sutton, gets it going the other way. Out wide. Not long left in this quarter. Around it comes. Number 9 is Jordan Engel. Pops it inside 50. Anyone's ball. Oh, taken high. Jumped on him. Put a saddle on him. And the big fella, Cody Bavoilot, says, I will take this kick. Late in this third quarter, 58 plays 2. He looks down the line to the wing. Over the top it goes. And another mark. I don't know if they'll have time to load up. As Jeremy Murphy right on siren time. Gee, I'll tell you what, he's going to have a look at it. Go on, have a go. No, he says. And, well, score at three-quarter time. The scoreboard at the ground has 9 goals, 10. So we'll just wait for the umpire. 9 goals, 10 does not equal 64, I can tell you that. So we've got 8 goals, 10, playing 1 point. So we will take a short break and be back with the huge last quarter. Welcome back to the big last quarter down here. The Onshore Cup Football Association Grand Final 2024. So second ball up, play a little bit injured in the ground, middle of the ground there. It's holding the shoulder as that ball comes up. Gee, had to wait a long time. Bang! Riley East went up vertical and came down horizontal. This way, that way by Bustle. A little bit of feeling. That player just coming off. That's not good to see. Hope he's okay in the comic cuts. As that ball goes out wide. And, well, just review that third quarter. Busselton were dominant but inaccurate. And Augusta, tell you what I do like with Augusta, they're still trying hard and are not hanging their heads. So they can be proud of their efforts. Not always a win, but you've reached the grand final. And well done by the club. Of course, there's 6 teams. And they had 6 and 4 win-loss for the year, Augusta. And, well, Busselton, what an outstanding year. They'll remember this one. Undefeated for the season and leading by 56 points at three-quarter time of the grand final. A little bit sore there, Sconey. That's where ambition gets ahead of talent sometimes, but that's said in jest. Playing a great game is Sconey. Ball on the ground, down. Boy, oh boy, Sean Rees, he's flattened in there. It comes out Busselton's way. Look at him share that ball around. Player just went down in back play. Anyone's ball here. Well done by Busselton. 1-2. They're inside 50, are they? Just by a metre. And, well, trying to milk it, and milk it he does. Jordan Christian. Max Adams, it wasn't the hardest of pushes, but Christian, he's had a really outstanding game. It's going to be interesting to see who gets the best on ground today because, gee whiz, has Jordan Christian put in a ripper. Blinko, the captain. Glenn Sutton, outstanding all day. James Dakin up forward, and Thomas Keefe across that back line as he comes in. That's just reward for a great day out by Jordan Christian. Really good play by that man throughout the day. As we said, the ball was probably a metre inside the 50. Fit-looking unit too. Good on him. But that ball came in and, well, over he went. The umpire said, yes, you received the 50 and well done. Kicks the team goal. As we see Riley East go back. He's another one that's had a good game. John Blinko, vice-captain there in the middle. Glenn Sutton, the captain, number 2. Up against Thomas Ward. Sean Rees, number 3 for Augusta there. Michael Rafferty, I've loved his game today as well. Really tried hard. Dude, look at Sean Rees put the Jets on there. Can't quite. Once again, Busselton going backwards. And just that pressure from Rees there made the error with the kick. Player ridden into the ground. Big strong tackle, Elijah Kelly. Another one. There's so many of them, as we say. You can put a blanket over them. Well done, Kelly there. Down here, beautiful Busselton, not far from the ocean. Magnificent place on earth. So just over 2 hours, 220 kilometres south of Perth. Come down, watch the whales. Magnificent place to visit. Umpire now throws this ball in. Probably going to drop short with the wind. The big swat comes from Sutton. Over and back. If you get the chance, get down to Augusta, another 1 hour further on. It's where the Indian and the Southern Oceans converge. Magnificent place. The lighthouse, of course, down there. And just magnificent place to see the oceans crashing in. Around the corner now. Darren Rafferty. Tried hard all day. Good to see him kick that one. All down low there. Mitchell Bryce. Up and down. Oliver Abbey. I'll tell you what, he's tried hard all day as well. This way, that way. Gets around 1. Gets around 2, if you don't mind. Swats them off like mozzies. Puts the ball into a dangerous position. Oh, but out comes play here. Gee, if that's not Jordan Christian, he's got a twin. Comes back now to the Busselton team. They go forward. Nice kick down the line. This way, that way. Around on the left foot goes Dakin. Nice kick in, and they're sharing the ball so well. And this is Lance Lucas. And they've done this a few times today, have Busselton, where they've got that ball from one end to the other. What's happened a few times, it has turned around, but on this occasion, when they can finish off, and it's either Dakin, in this time around it's Lucas, of course, but Dakin, of course, has kicked 3 and Skaney with 2, Christian 1, Riley East with 1. We have one other goal scorer in the first minute of play, but it was the early start to the game, so we didn't quite get that one. And gee, likes that off the boot, does he? And going up and clapping the opposition is Lance Lucas. Pretty happy with himself. Pops that through. Where's he going to trot back to? Onto the wing, by the looks of things. But gee, they busted, and very impressive how they share that ball around. As we said, their lowest winning margin for this season was 44 points over Dunsborough Muleys round 6, 8th of June. Largest winning margin was 130 points over Boyanup Bears in round 4, 11th of May. And their path to the grand final was that first qualifying final of the Sunday game, where they did win by 62 points. They had to wait with a week off. Wouldn't believe it. Augusta scored 2 points in that game. They're now at 2 points. And, well, Busselton Bombers scored 64. Well, they're 1 goal ahead of that. They're at 70 as we speak. And the scoreboard has been adjusted. So, half forward line, however, half back line and 50 metres. Gee, umpires were quick on that. And what's he going to do to his opponent here? Probably push him over and try and get another 50. A little bit of fun and games. Just an escort. So there's a second 50. So this is a 100-metre play. And now trying to run with him, Archer McDonald. I wouldn't go in there, Archer. I'd stay out of that. They're trying to point and say, I'll play with ball in hand, is giving it off. And he's giving it straight back, Cody Bavoilot. And they're going to clear here. Oh, player slips and goes bang. Gee, that was unfortunate. And DeCampo will be the recipient. Boy, comedy of errors there. 100-metre play. And then the player passed it off and gave it straight back to Augusta. So DeCampo, you can see the 50-metre line goes bang into the forward line. Player all on his own, turns around and says, I will have a go at this. And you can see Glenn Sutton once again. Great leadership he's shown today. Great communication to his teammates. Telling John Blinko, the vice-captain, have a go at it. He wanders out to the right there. Oh, and back it comes. He knows the home ground. Don't you worry about that. And Blinko, the vice-captain, has another one on the board. And I tell you what's an exciting time in the grand final, having been lucky enough to play in one as a winning player and one as a losing player. This is the time when you can enjoy it. You've still got to play the game, but you can start to enjoy when you know you're on your way. So well done to Blinko there. But, well, the 100 metres, there's our, the Augusta Abalone's sponsors, Rare Foods, Paw Paw Pet Store, Gozzies Gas and Plumbing Service, Carradale Agencies and Explore Property. Of course, the Augusta Hotel Motel, something's happened. Umpire says we'll throw it up this time. Go on, have a bounce. It's a grand final. Just waving the mum on the camera there. Something going on our forward flank. Hope it wasn't a car coming through the fence. I heard a bang. Play on is the call here. Sean Rees. Reverse is always better than forwards. Busselton have shown us that. And Jordan Engel it is. Throw. So we'll come back the way of Augusta. So they'll load up here through Vincent Rutten. In the middle of the ground, you can see the centre circle. So he's going to have to pick a player out. Goes long towards centre half forward. Anyone's ball. They fly. Oh, off hands. Not quite. Oh, Busselton. That's a great pickup with one hand off the ground and the skill to get that ball to Dean DeCampo. Had a very good game. Puts the ball out wide. They've used the ball very well. Have Busselton. Their ground skills are fantastic. Very well done, Mark Papalia. They're inside. Our player shares the ball over the top. Gee, I've been very impressed with Busselton today. Just their ability to share the ball. When a lot of teams and a lot of players would just load up and go bang, sharing the ball. I tell you what, he's not turning around Dennis Samore, so he's certainly not sharing it. You can see the player on the mark in line with the goalpost there. He's running towards the centre though more, and you'll never guess what. He's hooked it, which brings us to the Delta Agribusiness Field Fun and Golf Day on Wednesday, the 25th of September at Harris Smith Golf Course. What a day that will be in conjunction with Great Southern Fuels. Remember, Delta Agribusiness, an independent rural inputs and advisory service with a strategic footprint across New South Wales, Queensland, Victoria, South Australia and Western Australia. As this ball goes out, player dropped the ball there, couldn't keep hold of it, Sconey. Oh, look out. Bit of rodeo work there. Remember, Delta Agribusiness provides a wide range of services to support farmers, including agronomy advice, farm input recommendations, soil testing, which I've done a bit of in the past. I'll continue this advert in a minute as Bustleton come forward. Nice kick too. That looked like could have been Sutton. Not quite sure on that one. Not a lot of celebration up close. Anyway, it's a goal to Bustleton. They've kicked 4 this quarter, so they've really broken away here. Yeah, so coming back to Delta Agribusiness, as we said, soil testing, financial services, and an informative product trials and research program. And there are the Bustleton Bombers. Have a look at that for a range of sponsors there. Bustleton Bombers Football Club, Broadwater Fencing, Sunnydale Farms, Blinko Electrical, Carpet Court, Sports Power Bustleton. Love the sports shops. Natural East Fabrication and Customs. As this ball comes forward again, inside 50. Very well done there. And that is Mark Papali. I haven't called him a lot today. Hasn't been around the goals as much. Known goal scorer. Not much difference between a grimace and a smile. But he puts it in high there. Dropping forward there. Augusta. Can they clear? Handball over the top. Owen Jones. Gee, he took him on and goes across the face of goal. That's ambitious. Puts it out the front of Stephen Buchanan. Gee, well done Archer McDonald. Buchanan, the recipient of that paddle. And it's down the wing and good play by Augusta. Oh, coming inside. Umpire gets out of the way, or has he gone down? It's the runner. He's praying down there. And good piece of play here by Augusta. Well, they're putting in a pattern of play here. Possession football, Anthony Cook, all the way from one end of the ground to the other. William Roscoe, he's had a bit to say today. So, William, this is your opportunity to shine, my friend. Looks at that ball. Runs in, puts a nice, decent kick too to the front of the square. Up they go, oh, keeping it in play, can he? Oliver Abbey. Not quite, and, Bustleton Bombers players come up quite happy with themselves. Looked like Bill Dobbin there. Had the do done for the day. No, there's Dobbin there. Sorry, apologise to Bill. Round it comes. 31 is Jethro Hodges. Him and Jordan Christian look very alike. Gee, well done. Paddled the ball here. Still trying to go forward, the Augusta player. Finally picks it up and kicks it in. Well done. Kept his head over the ball, but yet another turnover. And, deep down in that Bustleton Bombers back line. Looks like Roger Merritt there, the man with the big mo. Runs across. Gets it to Cade Keeble. Oh, he's dragged out of it. Play on is the call. DeCampo now down the wing. Massages that ball. Puts it out at the front of, around this way, that way. Kim Harper gets it on. This is team play. 101 Engel. Pops it up. Oh, on the left boot. Bang! Through the big sticks goes James Dakin for his 4th. And that is team play. And that is the 5th goal straight on the board for Bustleton Bombers. And they blow it out to an 86-point lead, if you don't mind, coming around to 15 minutes. And the other half of their sponsors, as I was going through that, was Natural East Fabrication and Customs, just down over the road there. The Esplanade Hotel, I'll tell you what, won't that be rocking tonight? Get down there for a beautiful feed and hospitality. The par 3, a little bit of golf. Tackle World Bustleton, Mortgage Choice Bustleton and First National Bustleton. Augusta Abalone's Augusta Hotel Motel, great place down there. Explore Property, Gozzi's Gas and Plumbing, Rare Foods, Australia, Paw Paw Pet Store, Carradale Agencies. Players slowly picking themselves up. Sean Rees there in the middle, number 3. Can they paddle it back to him? It goes his way. Here he goes. Can he get hold of it? Oh, he trips over. Trips the other player up as well, Riley East. Look at the numbers here for Busselton. 1, 2, 3. They get it in their hands again. Little kick across. Support has been fantastic. See players running from the back line here to help out. Over the top here. They run on. Oh, this way, that way. Keeping his feet well was De Campo. Couldn't quite get it to a player. 1, 2, 3. They're out the back here again, Busselton. They give it away here. Mitch Woods looks inside. Oh, all over the player there, surely. He's flattened. Puts the Jets on as the big fella, Mitchell Bryce. Gets that kick in long. Just offline. Mitchell Bryce showing a touch of pace there. And that is the 3rd point on the board for the Augusta Abalones. Winding around 16.5 minutes into this final quarter. Oh, gee, that ball blew back. Glenn Sutton had to go for it. Look out, here comes Oliver Abbey. Taken now. Good strong tackle, Riley East. And well done there to East. Oliver Abbey can hold his head up. He's done a great job today. Played a very good game. As has that man, Glenn Sutton. Look at him in ruck, going in again there. Players just push off. Sean Rees towards goal. It's bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. And, well, the lucky, unlucky number 13 there, Charlie Flintoff, couldn't quite catch it before it went out of bounds. Dogs enjoying it down there, the kids, the families. Fantastic to see. Rural football is alive and kicking, so important to our communities. Out it comes. Oh, just over the top and waiting there was Kim Harper. Gives a handball across. So many times today we've seen Busselton do this. It goes forward the one hand. Dakin, he goes long on that left foot. He goes long, 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 but offline. And that is the first blemish for the quarter by Busselton. Do we say, get him off? Of course we don't. What a great game he's played, James Dakin. He's kicked 4. And he's allowed to have a little bit of fun in junk time. And that's Sam Bowley with ball in hand. Just massages it out. Ooh, very wide here, close to the boundary. It bobbles up for Cody Bavoilot. Oh, players tripping over themselves. Good little handball in. Big tackle there on Buchanan. Around the corner come Busselton. I'll raffle it here. 1, 2, 3. And 3 it is. Papalia, once again, not sure. He looks like he's got a beautiful big smile on his face, but I think that's a grimace due to work rate. Not much difference between a grimace and a smile, but let's have a look at him after he kicks it. I reckon it'll be a smile. Knows his way around the goals. Listen to those car horns. There it is. Fantastic work. And surprisingly by Papalia, that is his first for the day. The 6th for the quarter to Busselton. But Papalia, I had down, has played 10 games and kicked 24 goals. So a little bit of a foil today. Got the knee bandaged. And well done. Gee, who do you pick for your best players? Sutton's played a great game. Blinkow, Dean De Campo at times, Riley East, loved his game. Jordan Engel at times, Jordan Christian, number 10, fantastic game. Elijah Kelly at times, number 14. Dakin with his 4 goals. Thomas Keefe, number 22, off the back line. As that ball comes forward for Augusta, leading to the ball, they share it around, can't quite, little soccer. Goes towards Jeremy Murphy. Oh, Sutton again. Gets that ball forward, drives it down into that forward line. Oh, coming through. Well done there by Mitch Woods. And that was Shenstone, sorry. Comes back over his head. Anyone's ball. Trying hard is Vincent Rutten. Just pops it into mid-air. This way, that way. The Busselton player into Campo. Oh, bang. Look at Sutton load up, doesn't he? Get hold of that kick. Puts it right out wide there. Anyone's ball. Had to go down in Brenton Hart. Got it out. Here he is again. Gee, Papalia, he looked at the goals then and decided to share the ball. That was, boy, oh boy, very good game. They're going to get a shot after the siren. Lee Skaney must be 50, so he wanders in and he gets his 3rd goal for the game. And that is 7 for the quarter, if you don't mind. They kicked 8-10 to three-quarter time. And I've got that as 17 goals, 11. Let's just get the scoreboard in here. To the solitary 3 points. And, well, they are the premiers. That's the big bit for Busselton Bombers, as I just do a little bit of calculation. Just see if we can get that final scoreboard up. So good sportsmanship here. Busselton Bombers. Fans coming in and around. Always good to see the families coming in to celebrate. Premiers. And there is our scoreboard. 15-11, 101. With that last goal being scored to 3 points. So outstanding by Busselton Bombers there. So let's go through the day as we wait for the presentations. Well, they kicked 2 goals, 1 in that opening quarter to 1 point, and led by 13 points, did Busselton. And I can tell you they're scoring going forward, and they use the ball really well. And Augusta, well, they had it inside 50 several times and just couldn't capitalise. There they are there on the ground there. The second quarter, well, at half time it was 5 goals, 3 to 1 point, with Busselton kicking 3 goals, 2. And they led by 32 points, so a commanding lead. In the third quarter, they came out well. In accuracy, they kicked 3 goals, 7 for the quarter. It was 8-10, 58 to the solitary point. So they led by 56 points at three-quarter time. And I reckon it was lay down was there, but gee, didn't they turn it on in the last quarter? I've got them kicking 7 goals, 1. So very accurate last quarter by Busselton, and well, 7 goals, 1. They kicked 8-10 to three-quarter time, 7-1 in the last quarter to the solitary point. Busselton, the 2024 premiers, pardon me, by 98 points to the Onshore Cup Football Association. And, well, let's have a look at them here. They're probably going to sing the song, so we'll see if we can capture a little bit of this. Well, apologies for the little bit of profanities in there, but that is a club song, and luckily the audio wasn't super loud. However, they're celebrating down there, the Busselton boys and the families, and there's just trying to get the boys over for the presentations, but hard work pays off. Be interested to see who our best on ground is. Remember, our mark of the match is sponsored. Pardon me. Cool Air, sponsored by AFGRI. They also sponsor the Classic Clashes Mark of the Match in their travels to weekly games across the state. And I might suggest our Mark of the Match goes to Sean Buchanan, number 25, Stephen Buchanan, sorry, number 25 from Augusta in that first quarter, 15 minutes in, took a ripping grab. Our goal of the match is sponsored by Blue Diamond Machinery. Now, Blue Diamond Machinery provide huge sponsorship towards the Honda generators that power the Classic Clashes truck, often seen travelling to country areas. Along with Retrovision, we thank for supplying TVs and many electrical goods to the truck. Blue Diamond Machinery goal of the match probably suggests there were two there. There was the Busselton Bombers number 7, that was Riley East. The soccer off the ground was a good one, certainly. But I reckon number 19 was Kim Harper, and he kicked a ripping goal in the first minute of the second quarter. So probably suggests that's going to be our goal of the match. Of course, we thank our other sponsors, our scoreboard sponsor, which is Sportle, Dartfish, Australia's most used coaching analysis tool. Remember, we've spoken, if you've liked our broadcast today, we've spoken about the Classic Clashes media truck providing scoreboard, commentary and media services across Metro and regional WA. Please visit our social media pages on Facebook and LinkedIn. Our pages are Classic Clashes and Filming Footy, where you would have seen this game today on YouTube. If you'd like to inquire about getting your games filmed, live streamed with or without commentary, full statistics packages with vision, coach assistance and much more, please contact John Douglas, John at filmingfooty.com.au. So just waiting for the presentations to start down here. We'd like to thank all our Game Day Club sponsors from Busselton and also Augusta. Many of them we have read out throughout the broadcast. So always exciting times now. You are a premiership player for life. So well done to the Busselton Bombers here. Onshore Cup Football Association, great day down here. Well, it did start with rain in that first quarter as well. We could see that, and now we have brilliant sunshine. The shadows just getting a touch longer as the last day of winter is upon us, thank goodness. Get the bathers out, it's time. Spring is upon us. So well done, Busselton Bombers. Once again, just their teamwork, their ability to get back, the work rate, a lot of the work you don't see when it's done off the ball by the player who hasn't got the ball in hand, just to get back and help out, and then when that ball pops up or it's your turn to go, they handball back, much like the rugby players coming from behind the ball, and then when they get going, Busselton, gee, they are a fantastic unit, because on more than one occasion did they get that ball forward and scoring opportunities. And we talked about James Dakin kicking the 4 goals and Skaney with 3. The other ones we have is Papalia with 1, Blinko with 1, Riley East with 1, Kim Harper with 1, which would be our goal of the day. And Lance Lucas, number 28, if you can remember, kicking that goal, and also gave the opposition a bit of a spray. There was a period there, I reckon through the second, third quarter, just the players got a little bit gobby with each other, both sides, and well, it all settled down after that. And Busselton, wowee, what a last quarter they put on. Great to see the big crowd down here today. Beautiful area down here at Busselton, as we said. You are 220 kilometres south of Perth, Geograph Bay tomorrow. Get out there and watch the whales. They're here from August to December. They migrate, they come up the Southern Ocean. They either go left or right down around the Great Australian Bight, or they come up around Augusta. They change from that Southern Ocean into the Indian Ocean, and up they go. Then they come back. They migrate. So fantastic area down here, Busselton, Bunbury further up, Fremantle, Perth. And of course, down at Augusta, one of the gems in the bottom area of Western Australia. Beautiful places. Augusta, well worth visiting. So fantastic. Most of these players, played a game of footy. You might have won, might have lost, whatever, but you get to go back and live the rest of your life in these beautiful areas down around the Augusta and Bustleton areas. So just waiting here. Might be 2 or 3 cans deep by the time we get to the presentations, but well worth watching and waiting for. Here comes the shield. There it is. You can see the little table set up, and down goes the shield. All in readiness. Just checking out. Lots of just probably past winners. Brenton Hart just wandering in and out there. Great to see the families involved. This is so good for the communities and the regions. Everyone else involved. It's much more than just an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours on game day. We're going around doing the grassroots greats. You may have seen on our Classic Clashes pages on Facebook and LinkedIn, but if there's a club legend that's played 200-300 odd games, played in premierships, or just someone that's helped out around the place, by all means get in contact with John at filmingfooty.com.au. We'd love to come down and do the interviews. As just waiting on the sound system here. Yeah, so as we're saying, the grassroots greats. We've done about 15 to 20 already, all around WA, and now are some absolute rippers. We've got a 90-year-old out in the paddock for an interview, and some of the players still playing in their 40s and so on. A lot of them we see at the WA Country Championships, just waiting for the microphone to start here. Great to cover the Western Australian Country Championships. Always a pleasure. We've done that the last 3 or 4 years through Dartfish and Filming Footy. There's the Premiership Shield. Trophies. Just waiting for the sound system. Looks like there could be a couple of little frothies there on the table as well. Win, lose or draw. Always good celebrations. They can hold their head high, Augusta. You don't worry about the scoreboard. They certainly didn't drop their heads throughout that game. They kept battling and trying hard. Go through players such as, Archer McDonald. Liked his game. Sean Rees, very good. Vincent Rutten at times, very good. Owen Jones, he really liked his game. He just battled so hard and got down below the knees so many times. Cody Beverlot, the big fella there with the big beard, saw him working hard. Oliver Abbey, probably go down as the best player, arguably the best player for Augusta. William Roscoe at times got a bit chatty as well, but gee, we saw that little bit in the last quarter. He really put his head down, got around 3 or 4 players, just barged through, so well done to William. Michael Rafferty at times and Darren Rafferty, number 22, mentioned how he did soccer the ball a bit, because that was only the fortune of where the ball ended up on the day, but really tried desperately hard there. Lee Shenstone at times, number 20, saw him put in. Mitchell Bryce, the big fella, led strong at the ball, hard all day down there. Cook at times, Mitch Woods. So everyone played their part, and I think we've got some sound happening. Let's just wait and see. Got a bit of feedback. There we go. Okay, so we'll just take in what's being said. Let you enjoy the important part of the day here. Now, I turn that speaker around. That's pretty handy. All right, the official part of the day is about to proceed. Of course, medals and the shield.
I think we'll get into it. First of all, welcome everybody to the 2024 Onshore Cup Grand Final. It's been a big year for us, and it's culminated in today's game. Congratulations to the Bombers, of course, and to the Abs who put up a very good fight. But the Bombers are an exceptional side. I would like to take this opportunity to, first of all, thank our sponsor, Shelter. Shelter's a very strong supporter of the Onshore Cup and does an excellent job in supporting us and supplying us with beer at every game, but also funding as well. They also support us with our Country Week campaign, the Country Nutrient and Country Championships in Perth, and we'd like to thank them very, very much for their ongoing support. So thanks very much to Shelter. Next, I would like to congratulate both teams who made it to the grand final. You've done exceptionally well. I must add, at this stage, the Bombers obviously sat on top quite comfortably, but for the rest of the teams, there was a quite even right down the ladder, so it was anybody's game right until the last minute. So well done to the Abs. Congratulations for getting into the final. I'd also like to thank the umpires today. We've got Bevo and Bernie and Charlie. Charlie's a new recruit of ours. He's come in and umpired for us earlier in the season, done an exceptional job. So thanks very much to you three guys for doing the job today. I appreciate that. Jacob Beamish, he does a very good job behind the scenes for me. He organises the goal umpires and the boundary umpires, and thank you, Jacob. Jacob and Kat were the goal umpires. And the boundary boys, the boys are gone, but thanks very much to those guys that did the boundary. There they are. Thanks, guys. Good job. So we'll start off with the presentations, and I think it's probably what are we going to do? Get into the medals and the there. We might just hand out the premiership medals to the winning side. Maybe the coaches come forward, and we'll get Coxie up here. And where's Shane? Would Shane like to come forward, please?
Just like to congratulate Busso for the win today. Dominant team all year, over the last 4 years really, but well done today. Congratulations, Ben. Good stuff, mate. Thanks to the association for the year. Great job as always, Wes. And my boys, well done today. We got to the grand final. Keep your heads up. Get full of piss. Don't worry about it at all.
Yeah, first off, just big up the boys. We've been in this position before. I played your heart out until the day happened, but just don't let the day define you. Let it drive you and you'll do better things, and I'm sure that's what happened. To Bussy boys, couldn't be more proud of these guys. 3 years, fantastic, so well done. I'll get Jen to come up and call out the boys. Dennis some more.
John Blinko. Will follow with the man Dean Riley. Big Tommy down back. Lethal Lee. Shay Pascal. Jeremy Murphy. Reese Stockley. Big Jeff Rowe. One of the Geordies. Followed by the next best Geordie. And then the third Geordie, everyone's favourite. Dean DeCampo. Brody. Defibrillation starter. Prettiest boy on the team. Eli. Billy Dobb. Big Kato. James Dakin. Sir Lancelot. Bristle. Big Al at the back. Where's Macca? Big Tugger time. Robbie Cockman, our president. Len Sutton. Travis Patterson. And one for the coach, Ben Serafini.
Thanks, guys. Look, thanks to Nathan Douse. It's from the WA Footy Commission, based in Bunbury, and I might take this opportunity to thank Nathan very much for all his assistance, not just throughout this year, but all the time I've been in the job. So thanks very much to Nathan. Thanks for coming along today. He had to do a quick dash from Pemberton after watching a game down there to get here today. So thanks very much. I'll now put money umpire Charlie Siney. He's going to announce the best on ground.
Alright, best on ground today. Number 5 for the Bombers, Dean DeCampo.
Yeah, firstly, cheers to Augusta. The score doesn't reflect how that game felt out there. It felt more closer than what it actually was. To all the Bombers boys, it's a great club to be around. All our sponsors, the association sponsors, everything like that. Everybody does everything around the club to make each game work. It doesn't go unnoticed. Shelter for the main sponsor and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, cheers.
Well done, Dean. Can I get the coaches out again? Where's Coxie? Come forward. And Shane, we're going to present the carton to the players that the coaches picked. They had the task today of not only controlling their own players, but they had to select a player from the other team who they thought would be worthy of winning a carton. Not necessarily the best player, but they could have done something unusual or specky or stupid or whatever. So anyway, I'll hand it over to Shane and he can tell us who the Bombers are.
I thought the number 10 for the Bombers today played a great game, so well done.
thought we were kicking the wrong way, 50 metres was probably where the easier part.
Is there someone there that's got a camera that could take a photo for sure, please? Well done, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what the Onshore Cup's all about. Great effort now. There's only one thing left to do, and that's present the shield to the winning team. So I'll call upon Nathan to come forward and present the perpetual trophy for the Onshore Cup Premiership to the coach and captain of the Bombers, please. Don't go away. That's the key.
Yeah, firstly to Augusta, yeah, I think Dino was spot on. It was a pretty physical contest out today. He's had a great year, and I think just having you guys back in the comp's been massive over the last few years, and I think it shows what it does for your community. You know, you roll out big numbers, and yeah, credit to you guys. Yeah. It's always a hard contest, especially going down there. It's a bit of a fortress, so well done you guys, and great year. Yeah, to our boys, I think it's been a good few years. Yeah, we've sort of bridesmaids a couple times there, and yeah, we sort of really dug in and yeah, got a job done over the last few years. So yeah, credit to you boys. Yeah, to our sponsors and supporters, thanks again. And to the guy with the big nose sitting next to me. Yeah, his dedication is yeah, it's you can't question it. So yeah, thank you. Cheers.
Okay, congratulations to the Bombers. Well done, fellas. Okay, well, that just about winds things up. All I can say at this point in time, once again, thanks very much for turning up. Congratulations once again to both sides that made it to the grand final. And enjoy yourselves for the rest of the day. I'm sure you're going to do it.
Well, what a sensational presentation that was. Something new. I've never seen the players swap boots and do a shoey. So that was interesting, but well done to both Jordan Christian and William Roscoe, respectively there. Best on ground, Dean DeCampo had a great game as well. So they will celebrate well into the night, Busselton Bombers, well into the next day. And, well, if they've got a bit of gumption, probably for the week and maybe the whole of summer. So well done to them. Augusta Abalones, what a great effort it was by them. They made the grand final. As I said, just so great to watch them get around and keep their heads high throughout the whole game. Our mark of the match, we've sponsored by AFCRI. We've awarded to Stephen Buchanan from Augusta, number 25. Our goal of the match, sponsored by Blue Diamond Machinery, is number 19, Kim Harper from Busselton. And it's a happy Busselton celebrating right now. It looks like that's the three-peat for them. So well done to the Busselton team there. Just recapping 15-11, 101 to the 3 points. Busselton win by 98 points. We had rain at the start of the game and we had sunshine at the end, and it's all about the start off the field for Busselton. I think the big point also to make is how important it is to the communities down here, both communities and the whole league. The Onshore Cup, we've had a lot to do with the people from the Onshore Cup Football Association over the years, and we meet so many of them down at the WA Championships as well. Always conduct themselves highly, and fantastic to meet and see all of these people around the area today. So fun and games here for Busselton, and a huge night of celebrations. We would like to thank our matchday clubs and officials, all the sponsors, of course Shelter, who were mentioned so many times there, providing the cartons at the end as well. How important it is to the community. Once again, our game day sponsors from both clubs, both Busselton and Augusta. To our camera and production crew, especially Nathan, our cameraman today, did an outstanding job. And, well, we will let Busselton continue on and enjoy the frivolities. We'll just wait for this final photo, I think. There it is, the three-peat. So on behalf of Tony Neal, Filming Footy, Classic Clashes, Delta Agribusiness, AFGRI, Blue Diamond Machinery, Sportal, Retrovision, and our Classic Clashes Media Track, we say thank you for enjoying the broadcast. We hope you've enjoyed the Onshore Cup Football Association Grand Final for 2024, and we thank you, the viewers, for viewing. Thank you.